Okay, everybody, here we are again. We're going to do week 2. And, yeah, I still have the camera phone. I still haven't worked out how to do the GoPro. Anyway, for week 2, let's see. Sorry. For week 2, book 1, I hope you are journaling nightly. Make your notes and morning notes on what you dreamt about. My crazy dream was woke up to a couple of alligators in the big tree waiting for the dogs to come out. I'm pretty sure that has something to do with they didn't let me sleep. So, yeah, there's a little bit there that tells me those dogs are in for it today. Anyway, so hopefully you're doing that and trying to make connections on what it is you have seen on TV ads, driving signs, license plates, music, even repeat cravings that are telling you what the universe has in store for you, or even just what your next step is, or your dinner, whatever. But the thing is, you have to make connections. Okay, so now you're going to examine attitudes of success. And what you're going to do is pay attention to how you feel about other people's success. You know, a lot of times some people get bitter and they say, oh, well, they slept their way to the top or something. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to put that in your circle. So examine your attitudes about success and about feeling worthy to succeed and about being worth the money you're being paid or not asking for enough money. So examine your attitudes on success, money, ambition, love, purpose, spirit, and the future. And begin to recognize force and flow. And force is when you really want something, you really want it, but it's not the universe's idea of that's for you. So it's really hard to get, and then when you get it, it doesn't make you as happy as you think it was going to make you. And yeah, no, don't do that. So flow is standing in allowance. If you would appreciate moving to a different house, if you would appreciate a relationship, just allow yourself to be open to receive that. And that's it. Just allow yourself to be open to receive that to flow to you. You can picture open doors, which is my favorite. Just open doors, open doors, open doors, pathways to you, and leaving them up to the universe to deal with, and letting the everything synchronize and begin to flow to you. There's a little reminder also for a lot of people who feel so much guilt and so much pain, and their souls are just so raw. A lot of the crosses that you bear are not yours to bear. They were quite possibly given to you by someone else. Your butt's too big, your boobs are sagging, your eyes are crossed. For whatever reason, someone else handed you a few crosses that you shouldn't be bearing. So you put those down right now. They don't belong to you. Send them back to where they came from. Clear out those thoughts. They're keeping you from moving forward. And that's week 2 notes. I'm going to try to get as much together so that you can come back to it at any time. So make notes on music, because you're going to be using that in the future. TV shows, road signs, license plates, food cravings, etc., etc., etc. keep in mind on your journaling the weather, the day of the week, the moon cycle, the mood that you are in, and the attitude that you are in. Are you in a good attitude? Did you sleep well? Are you in a bad attitude? Somebody got on your nerves? So keep in mind your attitudes about the intent and what you intend to manifest. Nothing good comes from feeling bad. And that's also going to be in your other book, right? And so here's what you're going to do. You're going to pay attention to attitude, examine your positive and negative thoughts. Where did you get these thoughts? Why do you still carry them? Did you come up with these thoughts on your own, or were they in some program when you were a child and you thought it was just the best? For me, it was Father Knows Best, and some other things, Leave It to Beaver. Yeah, that worked out well. I was always in trouble. And figure out why you still carry them. Did you did others embed them into your subconscious? Somebody says, oh, you always do that. Oh, you make me mad. Yeah, no. That's unnecessary. You don't always do that, and you don't always make them mad. So pay attention to your attitude this week. And again, force and flow. Flow is opening your soul's purpose and standing in the state of allowing to universal energy to form your desire into reality. Take a bit of morning breath work. Bring in new energy from the universe and breathe out and cleanse, and then be ready for the day. And let's go to week 3. We're going to move right on to week 3 in book 1. So that way you can come back and check it and do anything you need to do. So practice powering up in the morning and practice powering down at night, letting all that excess energy go. Understand the weakness that you have and ask yourself, is it learned helplessness? I'm going to explain that to you. And then look at what has come easily in your life and think to yourself, oh my goodness, you said, oh, I'm so lucky. Well, no, you're not really lucky. You're deserving. You might be lucky too, but you're deserving of certain gifts from the universe, and just understand that feeling. You know, you are deserving, you are worthy. Understand that feeling and let things come. Remember the feeling, you're going to be using that in your creative things. So now you're going to begin to think about what it is you want to achieve. And, you know, your first one, a small one. And you're going to begin to script your dreams. In the morning, you're going to set the day mood. You're just going to fill yourself with universal energy and just set a tone for a bright, purposeful, prosperous, kind day. And then whenever you fall off track, somebody got in your way, somebody's texting and driving in front of you, reset the mood and continue. Don't let things take you off track. That's probably why you want things to change right now. And at this time, see yourself at the finish line, not how to get there, just at the finish line and how good it feels to be there. Identify the obstacles or the perception of obstacles in your way. A lot of times it's not really that. You say you have no time, but you fill yourself up with time so you don't have to do it. Get it? Got it? Good. So identify what you think is holding you back and begin to see yourself resolving those issues. Design your own motivational music and videos. Do those for yourself so you can revisit them at any time in your mind and on the outside. Okay, now here we go. Week 3 in your other book. Understanding weakness and learned helplessness. Well, there was an experiment by which they took dogs, as usual, and they had them in a 2-part cage. On one side of the cage, it was perfectly safe. On the other side of the cage, if they went over there, they got zapped. So they stayed on the safe side. Then they got zapped on the safe side. So they jumped on the other side and did not get zapped. So they stayed over there. Eventually, they got zapped on both sides and didn't know where to go. So they jumped from one side to the other and got zapped on both sides. However, they then changed to zapping only on one side again, but the dog refused to jump to the other side because it figured, well, I'm going to get zapped over there too. But they had turned off the zap on the other side. The dog stopped trying. It stopped trying to be safe. It stopped trying to be zapped. It learned to be helpless. It learned to sit and be zapped and do nothing about it. So what are you doing nothing about? So remember what you're going to do. You're going to power up, power down, and that's it for today's video. And have a great day, and tune in to the financial savings videos that I'm making next. All right, bye-bye. Take care.